Back, folks, to Global Village. I'm your host, Buddy Kunanan. Tonight's topic is discovering Turkey. Turkey, the crossroads of civilization. So we've said goodbye for the moment to Hans, the president of the Pacific Dialogue Foundation. But joining us now is his vice president, Selim Sirinoglu. Selim, welcome to Global Village.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's nice because we had a really good talk with Hans in the first segment, and now we're going to talk about the PDF, this organization you guys are working so hard with to promote peace, understanding, all of that. Before we jump into that, tell us a bit about yourself, Selim. What brought you to the Philippines?
Well, I'm Selim Sirinoglu from Turkey, and I came to Philippines around 4 years ago. First, I came here for business purpose, and I set up my company. Then, I met these Filipino people. They're very nice, and we had these conversations about Islam, about interfaith, about the culture, and etc. So it, very much. How can I say this? Amazed me, and I just wanted to be a part of this organization, like to be able to do more about promoting the Turkish culture here, to be able to express ourselves better, and to make a contribution to interfaith process here in the Philippines.
Which is very important because we also live in a very multi-religious, multicultural society here as well in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And that is the source of some of the conflicts, unfortunately, that we have in the Philippines. So glad to know you guys are on top of that issue. That situation. But I understand you're also like you've really planted roots here in the Philippines. I understand that you have a family here already.
Yeah, that's right. I married a Filipino lady, and she's a Catholic, and I'm a Muslim. So actually interfaith dialogue is my life at the moment. 24/7. I'm living in my life, and of course it wasn't an easy process. Just like you said, there are so many misunderstandings. So my parents-in-law at the moment were against me, of course, in the beginning, but then. They got to know me, and they got to know a better idea of how a Muslim is actually. So we were able to break these invisible walls between us, among us, and right now we are very, very much friendly.
Okay, if you mind me asking, how does that work? I mean, you're in a mixed religious marriage partnership.
Yeah.
How do you make it work? Because I mean, obviously your your celebrations in your faith would be different from your wife and her family. How do you make it all come together seamlessly, effortlessly, peacefully?
Well, actually, you don't have to put so much effort in that one. You just have to accept each other, with your differences and with your commonalities, and it goes through dialogue. And that's why, we are in the interfaith dialogue. When we are working in the Pacific Dialogue Foundation, just to multiply this effort, with many people. Of course, when I said to my wife in the first place, at the moment, I'm a Muslim, she was afraid, with her eyes. I can see it over there, but
such as a stereotype.
yeah, but we have to break those, because in neither Islam or neither in Christianity or Catholic, there is nothing against being a friend or sharing your ideas, exchanging information about each other, and we are still actually having a lot of commonalities, and between us, more than we know. We are still opening our hands to one God, we are still praying for our wealth and for heavens and etc. So
I like to say it's the same God, just different name.
Indeed.
So, there you go. All right, let's talk about PDF. What is the mission and vision of the Pacific Dialogue Foundation? Hans touched a little bit on it in the first segment, but let's go more into that now.
Well, just like Dr. Hans was saying, we were established by Filipino and Turkish volunteers in 2011, and we are mostly trying to promote intercultural relations between Turkey and Philippines, and also trying to promote the interfaith relations between Muslims and Christians, and we are also trying to touch the educational problems in Philippines and the socio-economical problems and etc. And while we are trying to make a contribution to the Philippines and to the peace process here in the Philippines for hopefully a peaceful coexistence in the future for our next generations. We are of course using methods like organizing conferences, roundtable discussions, and panels and conventions, and we are again organizing trips to Turkey and Turkey to the Philippines, and we are doing charity activities and things like that, and also festivals and etc. So we are trying to mostly engage with the local government offices here in the Philippines, or the local NGOs and other partners, so we can try to reach to bigger societies here in the Philippines.
Very good, very good. No, very inspiring. And they actually said this is what we need in the Philippines also. It's a problem we're also facing here, and I'm glad that you guys are helping out with your own expertise.
Thank you very much.
If I may say so, it brings a lot of credibility as well, because you guys are Muslims and you have this foundation. You're from Turkey, but it seems you're able to bridge both sides, bring everyone to the table and have a good discussion, and that's how it starts. No, that's how problem solving begins, by having just a good discussion.
Well, definitely. We say today dialogue is a must. Without changing information, exchanging information, and without understanding, accepting each other, there won't be peace in the future, neither for us, nor our families, nor for our children in the future.
Very well said. Okay, before we came on, we showed this video, very nice celebration called the International Festival of Language and Culture. And this is a major event. I had a chance to attend one, I think 2 years ago, and I have to say it was a major production in Resorts World here in Manila. And tell us a bit about this IFLC project. What is the objective here?
Well, the IFLC, or International Festival of Language and Culture, the first time it was organized was in Turkey in 2001, and it was a very small organization, very small event actually, and even the organizers didn't have this vision it's going to grow this much today, as of today. It's been organizing once in a year for 16 years right now, and at the moment around 150 countries are participating in this organization, and they are sending teenagers as participants to represent their cultures, to represent their countries. And we are organizing IFLC. We've been organizing IFLC here in Philippines for 4 times already in Resorts World Hotel. And last time we organized this was February 2016, and we had 15 country students, teenagers, between 13 to 16 years old. They were coming here from Bangladesh, from South Africa, from United States, from Kazakhstan, Australia, all around the world, from Russia,
France
Germany, as well.
Yes,
They were here. So the students came here, and they are speaking in their language. They are from different backgrounds, from different religions, and regardless of their skin color or from their background, without making any discrimination, they come here. They represent their culture through their songs, through their fashion, through their dances, and they're just giving a message to the world. And this is our inspiration. This is our actually objective. IFLC is not just an organization we organized here in the Philippines. It was organized last year in 28 countries. So the countries going all around the world actually, and we also send our Filipino students from here to other countries to represent Filipino culture in the best way. And they're giving a message. The theme of the program is actually colors of the world. Those kids are innocent. Without we are trying to put them together in one stage together, so that without having any stereotype in their mind, they can see like we are actually sharing the same world, and we are sharing the same air. We are breathing the same air, and there is no reason for us to put boundaries between us. We can break these boundaries and be one nation in the world. So this is our message.
Excellent. I mean, it's an excellent project. As I said, I've attended one time, and I was very amazed at the production and putting it all together, and the message of hope that really the kids you brought together in was one stage were able to show the audience and everyone watching, whether it's on TV or whatever, no. And I said to myself, wow, I mean, this is an excellent project, because this is what this is how it begins. When you have people-to-people exchanges like this, and as I said, it's all about understanding each other, acceptance, cooperation. There you go. I guess if we had all those, then we would have less problems in the world, no?
Well, that's our hope for the future.
Okay.
Well, just like you said, it's a huge organization. It takes a lot of time of us and takes a lot of efforts for us. We get tired for 6 months, 8 months, maybe preparation, goes very back. But when we see those kids on the stage, when we see them before they leave, they're crying, hugging each other, even though one Muslim, one Buddhist, one Christian, it's just birth for us,
It makes you optimistic about the future.
Definitely.
Of the world. No?
They are our hope for the future.
Bravo, bravo. Thank you, Selim. And now we have pause for a break. When we come back, Dr. Hans will join us again and talk more about PDF Incorporated, Pacific Dialogue Foundation. Thank you very much, Selim. And God bless you. More power to you, sir.
Thank you.
So guys, stick around, because more of Turkey and the Pacific Dialogue Foundation and Global Village returns.